One more question and we'll break for refreshments because of...
Yes, my concern is public policy, and I was wondering how you perceive educating the laity in their apostolate toward developing and analyzing policy.
Oh, very good.
The common good.
Yes. The question again, interest in public policy, how do we educate the laity to be capable of analyzing public policy? Wow. I've been doing a great deal of work with the Catholic Conference and exactly on this question. We've been offering some workshops and so on. One thing we're going to begin as a school is deliberately an education that is meant to be at the parish level. So I'm right now working on workshops that would accomplish that. There is also the initiative of Catholics for the Common Good. I see that Bill May is here, who is precisely looking at public policy, and so there are initiatives right now that are there. I think a certain background is necessary, for sure. We are going to have actually a master's level program on the public teaching at the Dominican school, and it will be the only one right now in the country that does that as such. So that requires initiative. I also think, though, that always filter what is said about general policy in terms of the areas of your own competence. And so I was very interested. I was asked to actually look at the governor's review of the budget. Which for me is a blind man walking through a minefield. I have the philosophy, but not the economics. But I did this and I was asked to do this by Ned DeLacy and his staff at the Catholic Conference, so I could have a conversation with them. It was very interesting that, for example, the sections on education mentioned children only once. It was all program, you know, somehow the public discourse has to be called back to the real initiatives and goals that are personal and that are goods. And in other words, and we consist upon that translation. You know, when people invoke pluralism, you know, just how true is this? You know, and sort of almost watch the way these things develop, these things progress. And attentive there, you know, how would we translate? And looking very much from one's own perspective, and then, you know, one's own real competence, and from that place, how well does this hold up? I think the other absolutely essential thing is that there be conversations about this. It has never been in the history of mankind the role of government to determine what is good. It is the role of government to do justice. And the determination of what is good, it must be left to subsidiary societies. Now, in another, this is, yeah, it's absolutely St. Thomas. Now, that insight, I think, has almost been lost to us. If the state can define what is a family, there is no such thing any longer as a subsidiary society that is a family. Okay? The state has in certain sense intruded or taken that over. The churches are no longer truly subsidiary societies. They're not regarded as such. They're regarded as the promoters of a particular esoteric worldview or belief system. We lack, as a culture, as a society, the means to discern the common good at the local level. And I think that what those of you who are truly interested in these questions could best do is begin those discussions. And certainly be aware of who in the community it is who is looking at these things. And I do, by the way, very strongly recommend the Catholics for the Common Good as a starting place. I will be happy to talk to folks, you know, individually, but books are there for your inspection, and also some refreshments. And I hate to. We don't have a reception today. There's another event following this. Oh, okay. A while, but we have water and there's coffee. Mass is at 5. There's some books. Just as well, there's only water and coffee, neither break fast. Books are here, and also there's a table over here where you can sign up for the human personhood amendment, sign the petition to get that on the ballot.
and take petitions with you. Okay? Thank you very much.
Most welcome.